Hello, today we're going to update the software in a Quadratouch Pro. This one has 3.01 software in it, as you see right there. We're going to update to the 3.02. So to start with, we're going to take the thumb drive that I previously installed 3.02 software on, and we're going to insert it into the USB port here on the bottom of the panel. Then we're going to go up here and we're going to hit Tools, and then we're going to hit Update Tools, and then we're going to go to Quadratouch Update, and then we will hit Quadratouch Touch Panel Update. We always do step 1 first. I guess that's kind of self-explanatory, but then it will say file transfer in progress. Sometimes if you hit that, if you get there too quick, after you insert the thumb drive, it'll say files cannot be found. If that's the case, just wait 30 seconds and try again, or 10 seconds and try again, and then it should go to the file transfer in progress. So this video is going to be a little longer because this takes a couple minutes for it to go through the whole process. I will pause it here and there just so it don't take quite as much time. So it's restarting now. So it downloaded the software, now it's restarting. There, now if you see, the screen is not centered on the screen, like the writing's not centered on the screen, the SUCUP up here is off. Just at this point, just have patience, wait a second. It's going to get itself fixed up here in a minute. See, it still says 3.01 here at the bottom. So it still has to fix itself yet, but just have patience. The main thing with updating software is having patience to allow the software the computer to do its work. So now it says dryer found. So we will hit next, and right when we hit next, right up here we see a restart required. So what we do is we tap right on that writing, and it makes it go through another restart. This is just part of the process of updating software, and it's what it takes. So just have patience and hang on, we'll get through this. Now it's shut down, now it's fully restarting. Now it'll be restarting on the 3.02 software actually. I guess I could spend more time paused, but this way here you know what it takes a little better if you see the full amount of time that it takes to walk through this. Not that you get impatient with your controller that it's taken too long. See, now it's off the bottom of the screen a little bit, but that's going to fix itself. When it's not centered on the screen, you just wait. On power up, it'll do this, and you just let it go. It'll fix itself. The little wheel is turning in the middle of the screen, which means it's still working. Okay, it found the dryer. Now we hit next. This time it don't come up with a restart button, and it acts like nothing's happening, which actually there is stuff happening. It's gonna go through some steps here. There. There now. It recognizes that the touch panel software is different than the PLC software. So it says a PLC update needed. So now we're going to hit that step 2. And in here, we need to select how many fans our dryer has. We need to select whether it's got a column temp sensor or incoming moisture sensor, and go out and open your door of your control panel and make sure your PLC has the same number of slices that it shows here on the picture. If it does not, figure out how to make the slices the same amount. So if you got 3 there and it's a 1 fan, 3 greens, then you need to have both of these on, not just. So figure out what it takes to make the slices the exact same number of slices. But if you select the correct fans, whether or not you got incoming moisture, whether or not you got column temp, you'll get the right number. Then we hit update PLC. Now it gives you writing to read while it goes through its process. Great, we have matching software on the PLC. Now we're going to hit next. Now we're all done as far as the dryer is concerned, but there's a few more steps I highly recommend. For starts, we're going to remove the USB drive. We're going to put the cover back on here. Then we're going to go in here and we're going to hit Tools. We're going to hit Connectivity Tools. Now we're going to go back one. We want to hit Update Tools. And right here it says Windows Update Enabled. So if you have internet connected to your touchscreen for remote access and this is enabled, your computer can do a Windows update on its own. And if it does that, you will need somebody to flash the touchscreen to out-of-box condition to make it usable again, because the Quadratouch software is designed for the version of Windows that is in it. It has runs on Windows 10 and the version that it's running is what it's designed for. So we cannot have updates. So when we hit that, it goes to user reset, comes back here, we go to tools, we go to update tools, and that says disabled. We need that to say disabled. That will save us headaches in the future. Next step, we're going to go to connectivity tools. We're going to go in here and we're going to run a network repair utility. I always run this after updating software, just to make sure all of our communication stuff is in order. Now I'm going to make a small change here. That way some of our numbers are wrong. That way I can show you how to fix them. Okay, here we're gonna do initial configuration wizard. I'll show you how to do the others then, but then we're gonna hit accept. Then we're gonna hit ready next step. Ready next step. No switch is installed, and use ready next step. Assign network adapter names. Takes a little bit of time. It's kind of a long video, but I want to make sure it's detailed enough that when you go to update software, you know how to do everything from start to finish and are able to get your dryer working properly when you're done. Okay, now it came up with assign dryer connection static IP address. We're gonna do that. I had paused it for a minute there when it was doing that other stuff, so the video don't get too long. Initial configuration complete. Reset. We're going to go to setup internet. Not it. Next step. We're going to leave that alone just because we're going to leave this alone just because we don't have internet connected to this controller at this time. And we want to go to network adapter settings, and it's gathering adapter info. So on the customer connection, the internet connection, we have lots of red and yellow numbers in here. It don't really mean anything because we do not have internet hooked up. And there's also over here on these, we have dryer ping test results good, dryer PLC status is good, and internet IP test result is good, but our internet DNS test result is not lit up, and our MySUCUP DNS is not lit up. That's because we don't have internet hooked up. If we had internet hooked up, they should all be lit up. So we're going to go to network adapter 2. Here, this is the dryer connection, and we want to make sure that all of our numbers, it explains here at the top, but all of our numbers are either green or white, and the metric is wrong here. It's 20 and it's red. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna touch that red number, and it's gonna go through a little process of fixing that number. It fixes it on its own. It's gonna get a communication error at the top because we're changing numbers on the communication with the dryer. So we're going to lose communication with the dryer for a minute as it repairs the metric. It's doing another test, and everything came back green. See, it changed the metric to 2, and now everything's green. Now we're all good, other than our DNS tests for internet, which is because we don't have internet hooked up. And at that point, we're gonna hit reset. And you are ready to dry grain. Ready to go back in, set your settings, and dry grain. So thanks a lot for watching, and hopefully this help made your day go easier.